Ah! Alright, just getting all this bullshit set up. Okay, so what we're going to be doing... What we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing Dying Light. There's been a clear case of zombie fatigue over the years. Currently, there's... I wouldn't call it fatigue, but there's so many different battle royale games. You know, it's its own genre and everything. And I want to play. But I'm not very good at PUBG. I'm not very good at Fortnite. But I might be good in Dying Light. I played the single player and the multiplayer of Dying Light quite extensively, and I'm actually pretty decent at it. So I figured, hey, fuck it, why not? Let's do the Battle Royale fucking version of Dying Light. And it's not. Hold on, I know what I'm doing wrong. I forgot that I changed displays on that. Let me. There we go. There's that. Oh. No, I need capture specific window. Inactive. There we go. Okay. Done, done, done. And there we go. Let's turn this off. A little bit better. Little tiny bit better. I'm just gonna open up Restream. Sweet. Something like that. Something like that. We'll figure it out. All right, now this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna max this out. I'm gonna link down. Wow, it's like all this setup that I'm doing is fucking stupid, dude. Let me. Discord. Is it even working over here? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess we should be fine. Should be good. Should be good. Over here, I gotta go in and change the audio settings. Oh my god. This is gonna be an event. I can't get to... there we go. It's early access, technically, so it's still a little bit jank. Wow. Let's see. Hola. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Chillin'. Trying to adjust some settings right quick.
Oh, okay.
Give me one.
Did the stream just start? Or?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Like within the last 5 minutes. I'm trying to. Oh, hold on. There we go.
What's this game?
This is Dying Light. They came out with their own battle royale thing, so I'm like, fuck it. You know, let me give that a try since I suck at all the other ones.
Wait, Dying Light as a battle royale.
Yeah, it's called Dying Light Bad Blood.
Okay.
So, I there was an announcement for it not too long ago, and I'm like, all right, it's in beta, whatever. But then it came up on Steam, and I'm like, let me check it out. So I watched a few streams of it. And I'm like, it looks different enough. You know, the parkour element of it is actually pretty dope. So I was like, fuck it. Huh?
Oh, I haven't heard anything about it, so...
Yeah, so I just watched a few videos on it, and it looked good, so I'm like, fuck it, why not?
I mean, I kind of semi-live under a rock.
Oh, that's good. What have you been up to?
Like, literally just been too busy to be doing anything else. Like, it's just really shitty, actually, to be honest. Weekends are really the only time that I have.
Dude, I've been so fucking busy lately.
But busy means, like, you know, I don't have to think too hard, I just have to work.
Oh, yeah. Like, let me see. I finally got all my shit done with the truck on the DMV. Here's what happened. Check this shit out. So I had to fucking get a notary to come out. Because I went to the DMV the other day, and because the guy wrote his name in the wrong spot on the title and had to cross it out, it fucked me. So I had to call him back, like, hey, we got to meet up with a notary to kind of get this shit handled. Wow, that sensitivity is fucking whack. Holy shit.
Is it, like, too much or too little, or...?
Oh, it's way too much.
Okay. I like fast sensitivity, so... Oh, it's to the point where it's, like, it doesn't look smooth.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I do like about controllers, is that, like, it feels like a uniform movement, almost, does that make sense? Where, like, mouse sometimes can occasionally feel like too fast.
Well, yeah, it's going to be interesting because I originally played Dying Light with a controller. So playing with the mouse and keyboard, it's a little bit more comfortable for me because I play a lot of first-person shooters with controller. But with Dying Light, I don't know, it's because of the parkour elements. It's like there's so much shit to do, like to keep track of. It's just easier with a controller. So the thing with this game is, there's only 12 people. It's not like there's 100 or nothing. Holy shit. Oh, I should probably be looking for weapons. What am I doing?
It looks very pretty, though.
Oh, it's a gorgeous game.
A little bit laggy on my end, but oh, I'm downloading something. Never mind. It's probably not you.
It's gonna... Oh, that looks nice. Hello.
You try to, like...
Yeah, I totally forgot to... Like, I went in there without any fucking weapons.
Yeah. Is that a... That looks like a cool weapon.
It's a scythe. Oh, fuck. So... Oh, shit, there's a spitter. Where's he at? Where are you at? Oh. Where is he? Oh, he's up. Fucker.
I don't even know what a spitter is. I've never played Dying Light.
They spit like acid at you and it fucks your day up. Oh, fucking sick. Oh, sick boy. Hold F. I'm holding F.
I'd rather have my day fucked up than my ass, just saying.
Oh my god. Dude, that was dope. I'm gonna have to do something about these audio levels because I turned the game's audio levels like way down and it's still like loud as fuck in my ear.
Yeah, certain games are like that. Like GTA 5 is like really loud for whatever reason. Like I think Skyrim is pretty loud as well.
Alright, so the way the game works is you need to collect blood samples of the virus or whatever. So you have to collect so many of them before a helicopter arrives. And then when someone has enough, then the helicopter comes, so everyone makes a mad dash for the fucking helicopter. And to kill the guy that has enough. Is it control? Oh,
wait, so like... Only one person can go on the helicopter?
Only one person can go on the helicopter. Fuck. Oh shit, that's not good. Get on the bus!
C, maybe?
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, we're not getting this one.
Oh.
That is not going to work out for me. Pick your battles. Oh, shit. Alright.
Are there guns in this game?
Yeah, there are. The audio levels in my head are so loud that my girlfriend can hear me and she's like, stop fucking yelling. Fuck off! Fuck off! Oh, come on. Oh, I'm out of fatigue. I don't even know how to kick.
Is that a person?
Oh, I killed him. Thank fuck. Oh, God. Now I can loot his shit. Ugh. See, it's a Battle Royale game where I actually fucking killed someone. That's amazing, dude.
Were you not good at Battle Royale games before this?
No. PUBG I fucking suck at. I don't... You know, I'm not horrible at first-person shooters. Like, I'll do fine at Halo or Call of Duty or whatever, but... I don't know, PUBG I just suck ass at. Oh, where'd the drop go?
It's a hard game.
Drop went this
People
way.
are just sweaty children. It's quite funny.
I need to...
What kind of computer are you running?
Oh, it's a laptop, actually. It's pretty beefy, though, so...
Okay. But did you get a new one? Because I thought I remembered you, like, having computer trouble or whatever.
No, I had a computer. I sold it because I needed the money. But, I have this one now.
Okay.
Shit. Shit. Oh, this fucking asshole. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god. Yeah, he got me. He got me. Oh, my god. That wasn't bad, actually. I kind of like that. I probably should have played a match or two before I started streaming. I gotta, hold on. This is,
Ooh, that's a game that I can play. Hell yeah.
No. Fuck. God. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I gotta... Shit. Let me see. I gotta... Where's my settings at? I gotta, like, manually adjust the audio levels through the desktop rather than game, because it seems to be the only way.
Okay.
Because I don't mind hearing Discord, and I don't mind having audio of the game, but it's so fucking loud. It's like, where are we? Come on.
Alright, cool. I probably can play this at the same time as talking to you, probably.
What are you gonna play?
I'm gonna play Contradiction. It's a... Huh, okay. It's like a detective game.
Oh, this is not good. Alright, I know what I have to do. I literally... Oh, God, this is going to be so stupid. I have to close out of the game because it's in early access or whatever, but... So, because it's full screen, I don't have... Alright, nice. No rewards yet, which is all good. Let me try tabbing. Tab. No. Why is it only tabbing to this? Alright, so I gotta click on voice.
Shit.
Hit me. Volume mixer. There we go. Bring that nice and down. Okay, I'm actually gonna move this over here in case I need to fuck with it again. Alright, let's Oh, that's much more manageable. Okay, cool. Fucking hell, man. So there's a buddy of mine that I met. We were playing The Division together, and I'm waiting to hear back from him. And I'm hoping, because he has my Discord information and all that, I'm hoping he gets up in this bitch. Because back when me and him, I wasn't even streaming the Division, but me and him would play it together. And he's from Australia, and we would talk a lot about politics and shit. It was very nice. Well, it was cool seeing like someone from the other side of the world, and he was someone that, you know, a lot of his viewpoints, they weren't like stereotypical Australian. Like you would think, because of how the Australians are, they're pretty progressive, their government at least. He was one of the ones, like, you know, he had a little dash of being red-pilled. Not like crazy conservative or anything, but like, you know, he doesn't, you know, there's a lot of American values that were very near and dear to him, like, you know, gun control and all that shit. Like, you know, he didn't mind the some level of gun control, but, you know, it being an inalienable right, you know. And speaking of rights, I had a conversation with them the other night, and it made me, it was a question I asked, but I think I posed it the wrong way. So illegal aliens, when they come over here, you would imagine that they wouldn't have the same rights or whatever as us. Or but then I asked the question very loosey goosey. A right is a right. You know, if you come in the country, everyone has the same rights, but thinking the same privileges, laws, whatever.
Although, everybody might not have the same. Everybody might have the same rights, but that doesn't mean that they're always protected by the government, depending on your citizenship. At least
right. I mean, if you go to Mexico, the rights and stuff that it's afforded to their citizens, they don't necessarily apply to you, because if you're not a citizen, then they don't give a fuck. It's very different in the U.S. You know, like, we do the whole due process, and like our legal system, as far as our judicial system is concerned, we handle like the people that we detain, we give them the same right to a fair trial and all that stuff. You know, and it's like you would imagine that, you know, that wouldn't be the case, but looking at it from the standpoint of an amendment, you know, anyone that enters our borders, anyone that's on our land, they have these rights and all that. Okay, so from that angle, I get it then. And then when people are like saying, well, it's a crime, it's criminal, that's true. People coming over, it's a crime. But then you get these bleeding heart liberals that want to turn a blind eye to it. It's like, oh, but they're families, this, that, and the other. And it's like, yeah, we get that, and we feel bad for them. But at the end of the day, they still broke the law. You know, it's like they ignore that simple shit. You know, you go to Mexico and break their laws, you know, you're gonna get hemmed up. That's just bottom line. You know.
Yeah. You bring up an interesting concept. I really don't know much about international stuff. I mean, I like to, you know, because I don't have enough, like, I don't have enough information when it comes to, like, international laws and how much they apply. Like,
hey,
I don't know, but you would agree that that would be pretty shitty, right? Like, how, like, it'd be, I think, kind of shitty if you were, like, the exact same way, right? I don't know, I just...
Well, my thing is, like, since I mentioned my buddies from Australia, I have another buddy of mine that when we were in Korea, he was dating an Australian girl. And, you know, he was planning to move there. So, he could move there with a passport and be there with a visa, right? But then, you know, in order for him to stay, you know, him and his girlfriend would have to get married. Just kill me. Fuck. I'm gonna get my Xbox controller and use that. It's feeling a little jank. Ugh. So, fuck, where is that controller at? I literally just saw it when I was cleaning earlier. What the fuck? Oh my god. This is so fucked up. Ah, this right here, this moment, right here, right now. I've been dealing with this for like a week now, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world to me. I can never find any of my stuff. Even if I just looked at it, for whatever reason, I'll look somewhere else. I'm like, oh shit, where's my phone? Oh fuck it, I just saw it. Where the fuck is it?
Is this just being human? Just, I don't know. Don't get too upset about the small things like that.
Nah, it's just like, it's this week though. It's like don't get me wrong, like these little things happen every now and then. But this past week, it's been so high octane, so fucking stressful. And I'm not like stressed the fuck out. Like, that's just my language. I just curse all the time. But I've been so like all over the fucking place lately. It's really been fucking with me. And there we go. There we go. There you are. Let's try doing this the right way. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna quit.
Alright.
And then we're gonna plug the controller in. Yeah, so when him and his girlfriend would have had to have gotten married, which he was fine with. But then, because of how their laws work and stuff, in order for him to have a path to citizenship, he couldn't even have a job. He had to literally work there. He had to live there for 2 years, and he wasn't legally allowed to work. He wasn't allowed Medicare or their medical or anything like that. Like, his entire world was centralized around proving that he wanted to be living in Australia and, you know, be married to an Australian and everything. Not just like he was going to be someone that showed up and tried to take their stuff. In the U.S., it's very different. You can, like, it's easy. And people don't it's not like they can go out and get insurance here. It's like, all right, a legal immigrant comes over here, they can't get insurance. All right, guess what happens? Something happens, they go to the emergency room, right? They go to the emergency room, they get seen and everything like that. They don't have any insurance, so they put down some sort of false Social Security information and all this shit, and then they fucking leave. And then when they leave, they're never going to pay those fucking bills. They never pay those fucking bills. That's not a huge reason why, but it's a right bumper. Okay, it's a contributing factor as to why like shit like an IV bag is so expensive. Now IV bags like $1.50, but they charge them for like $100. That's just fucking pure greed right there. But you know what I'm saying, like the hospitals, you know, they get hit up with that cost, you know. Oh, it's Perry. Okay.
Oh, Mace.
Yo.
So, me and a few people, I'm not gonna say their names obviously, but we were discussing states' rights and like what they should, like, what laws they should be able to enact in their...
Interesting. Hit me.
So, like, if, like, say, gun control, I think California should definitely have, you know, they should be allowed to have liberal gun control views, and then Texas or something should be allowed to have, say, a little, you know, right-wing gun control views, and then liberal states can have, like, left-wing. Although the majority of the time, states are usually pretty purple. It's just, you know, it's either the cities or the rural areas that'll be different. So, who knows? I was just, like, debating, would you say that, like, would you rather have, like, a federal government making, like, big sweeping laws across the nation, or would you rather have states making state legislature that affects their community?
Oh, definitely on the state level.
Okay.
Yeah, I've kind of always been, I understand why we have a federal government, and I'm not, like, against the federal government or anything, but I do think that when it comes to certain issues, they should, like, limit it. So, like, when the topic of gun control comes up, I think that the federal government should enforce, like, oh, hey, this isn't, like, one of our amendments, it's an inalienable right, you have to allow your citizens some form of that, right? Shit. I fucked up. There we go. Cool, never mind. Okay. So that's the sentiment I've always had, is that, you know, the federal government should be there for the big things and, you know, enforce the rights of its citizens. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, I think that depending on where you live, you know, things can be adjusted. Like, one of the big things I was talking about earlier, I was on a walk with the fam, and we were talking about people moving out of California. And a lot of people out here are moving, you know, from California. And I asked them, well, why are you moving from California? Like, it's just so expensive, right?
yeah,
It makes perfect sense to move somewhere where the cost of living's a lot less. You know, like, I used to live in Orange County. It's like $3,000 a month for like a 2-bedroom apartment. You know, I pay a third of that here. So it's like, all right, I understand what people are living. Let's look at big picture. California's a huge state, but the majority of the population lives in the southern end. So you have this rural community that's in the northern half of California, but their economy is affected by what's going on in Southern California.
yeah.
And I think that I just always thought that's pretty. It's, you know, it's just kind of how the economics of it trickled down, but it's pretty fucked, and it makes sense why people want to get out of the whole state, just because a small portion of it is affecting where they live. So going back to talking about like what's in your local community, and hopefully things can affect that. That's why, you know, if you had the federal government mandating the entirety of the U.S. on a large scale like that, you're going to have some pretty adverse effects for people where, you know, like, let's say, you know, like, they ban guns, whereas in Texas it's like it's like a cultural thing to have, you know, your gun rights and stuff. Like, that's like, you know, your thing in Texas. You know, whereas, you know, people in California might be cool with it, but oh, I'm gonna kill it. Nope, not gonna be able to kill this guy. Yeah, I'm dead. It's gonna be a while before I fucking get used to this fucking game. Anyway, I'm done with my tangent. Well, what about you?
What about me?
Like, yeah, well, how's your viewpoint on it?
I mean, it's pretty similar. I mean, like, I think big rights, such as, you know, there are many different things that, like, because of my views, I believe that certain things should be inalienable and certain things should not be able to take away. Like, you know, say gay marriage. Like, I think that's a big thing that I would say that is a right, and I do think that people should be able to do whatever the hell they want with, like, when it comes to, like, sex. Obviously with, you know, restrictions on, like, age and stuff. But other things have a lot of nuance in them. It's just weird. Like, say, gun control. Like, who am I to say that Texas is wrong for wanting, say, assault rifles, where, you know, California and New York is wrong for wanting pistols? Like, where am I to say, like, that's wrong? Like, something else is right? Why would anyone think that? Like,
God damn it! Can you stop?
Worse. Just mute it or whatever.
No, it's the girlfriend. She wants to actually. It's all good. It's fine. I can't mute it. If she tries to hit me up, I need to, you know. You know. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of distracted right now because I'm in deep thought.
Deep thought, dude. That's good. How do I... God fucking damn it, dude. God damn it, dude. Alright. Hold on, I gotta... Oh, I can't... Oh, I can't... Fuck. Whatever. whatever. Fuck it. Ugh. Why isn't it fucking let me tabbing out of this shit? It's, wow, that is so, oh, duh. Fucking stupid. I have my controller plugged. Oh, I'll just fuck with it later. Ugh. Oh man, I need to chill. I need to chill. Femor, what's going on, my dog?
Yeah, buddy, come on.
He's probably doing something with his dog or something. It's gonna. The controls are ever so slightly different from the regular Dying Light. It's like they're basically the same, but it's like not letting me kick for some fuck odd reason. What's kick? What's kick? I see crouch. Oh wait, just A. Fuck got a shotty. Oh my god. Great. Whatever. We're all good. We're all good. Let me get this splitting axe. Oh, it's a heavy weapon, man. This shit sucks.
Shit.
I have noticed that the parkouring is a little different. Yeah, it's not letting me. Yeah, so Yo, what's going on? We were just talking about states' rights.
States' rights, nice. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm using my phone this time. It's a little different.
Oh yeah,
you're good.
You do sound a little bit different, but the sound quality's good.
Cool.
Yeah, Themer usually goes into his recording studio with his Audio-Technica high-end equipment with the soundproof room. That's why he usually sounds like fucking awesome. So it's all good though. You still sound good.
Yeah, I wish. So how things been, man? Everything going good?
Everything's good.
Friday night, big party.
I wish.
You going to no frat houses tonight?
Not today.
Not today, but you have. Oh, tell me about that. Never been to one.
I mean, stuff's just kind of started, so like it's not gonna be like people aren't going to ham just yet. I mean, like, of course the frat houses are gonna be drinking and stuff. It just depends on the day. Like
all these fucking chads fucking the sorority girls and shit.
Yeah, I want to go to a sorority party, not a frat party, right? Well, there are no on sororities. Sororities aren't allowed to go parties.
Yeah, it just depends, really. Like,
there's like no fall damage here. That's awesome.
Are you playing a game too?
Yeah.
I am like, oh.
What game are you playing?
Dying Light Bad Blood. It's just like everything else on Twitch right now. It's a battle royale game, but it's, I don't know. It's I love the original Dying Light, so seeing it kind of, so far I've only been playing it a little bit. Like I literally started the stream and it's the first time I started playing the game. It just feels like a mod of it's like an official release though from the actual company. It's from Techland, but it feels like someone just modded a multiplayer into the game, you know. So
cool.
But it's like whatever. Feels good so far. I'm just kind of, you know, getting acclimated, so of course I'm gonna be dying a lot. But actually, like the first match, I actually got a kill. It was like hell yeah, and it's a lot different. You don't play with like 100 people. You only play with 12.
Oh wow, okay.
One down here, and you got to get these blood samples and shit to get to an evac copter. Where? It's like right here. Where the fuck? Oh, it says it's up. Now it says it's down. Is this glitched? Whatever. I'm not gonna fucking waste time with that. Oh my, I don't get it. Like, I'm right on top of where the hive's at, but I don't see it. Oh, fuck. It's inside, that's why. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright.
We got all kinds of stuff.
Finally, today, I got the DMV taken care of.
Nice.
So, it's like, I've been out of work for a few days now because of this whole truck situation. So, I'm glad that, you know, I at least have it registered and everything, so I'm thankful for that. What the fuck? Where is... Oh, it's up top. Interesting. So... oh, God. Really? Right now? Oh, that dude parried. What? That was good, dude. That was good. Can't be mad at him. Can't be mad at him. Yeah, so, but check this shit out. So I buy the truck. The dude fucking makes a little error, right? He makes a little error on the damn... what's it called? He makes an error. And he, in the title, where his name is, he writes my name. Or where my name is supposed to go, he writes his name. Notices there, crosses it out, writes his name on top. Now in California, the DMV sucks, but in my experience, they're a little lenient. They look at it and they're like, it's whatever, you know, and they'll take it in. Out in Vegas, though, in Nevada, they're very, very stingy. So it's like, oh no, you need to meet up with him and get it notarized. That you need a notarized statement saying that he admits to the mistake. Great, fuck. So I hit him up. We arranged a time after work for us to meet up with the fucking notary. So $55 fucking for a notary to come out. Which the money part wasn't like, no, the money part I wasn't tripping about. The fact that I had to do that at all. So, I mean, it's just been nuts. It's just been nuts, this whole truck thing. So I finally got that taken care of. Went in today. The cool thing though about them out here is that you go in and once you're in line, everything goes through your phone. So you can leave and it'll tell you like, oh hey, you're like third in line or fifth or 10th or whatever. You might want to come back here. So I like got in line, did my thing, and then I left, hung out at the house. So overall, it wasn't so bad. And I felt like kind of bad for this dude I had this job for. After I got everything done with the DMV, I went to my job. And the dude had a Murphy bed, which I've done plenty of those. But he didn't know that Murphy beds are in all different shapes and sizes, right? And he had a really fucking big one. It was like a queen or a king, some shit. It was huge. And he had 2 bookshelves. Now, when we were talking in the job, he like, oh, it's just one of those little Murphy beds. And he was referring to it as being little because, you know, it kind of goes up in a cabinet and all that. He wasn't talking about it being little in the context of it being physically small, right? It was a large fucking bed, and it was like solid wood, like it was good quality, but it was huge. And he's an older guy, so it's not like he can give me a hand with it. And so I get there. It takes me a while to fucking find, like, because he had those and he had not shelves, like, when we were talking before, he's like, oh, I just got some shelves that need to be put together, you know. And I just have some shelves that need to be put up on the wall. And I'm like, perfect. I get there. They're not shelves. He's got like these fucking 10-foot bookcases that he needs built. Once again, really big, solid fucking wood, not that particle board shit. And I'm thinking, that's cool, good quality. However, that's fucking heavy as fuck. And so I'm like, look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I could sit here and try to do this. It's going to take an extremely long amount of time because this shit's heavy and I got to move it from the garage way to the other side of the house and attempt to assemble it without anything falling down. You know, I recommend we get another person. He's like, oh, well, you should have told me, and if I need another person. I'm like, well, we talked, and honestly, you know, you made things seem like it was small. And it's like, oh, well, it's a little Murphy bed. It closes up and all that. And I'm like, that's not what I meant. And it's like, it's a Murphy bed. You should have known. And I'm like, no, Murphy beds come in all different shapes and sizes. Oh, they do? Anyway, so I was nice. I didn't even bill him because I was like there for like maybe 30 minutes. And typically, if something like that would happen, like a customer mishap or whatever, I charge them for my time. But this guy, he's obviously older and doesn't understand how the platform works. It's his first time on it. I want to give him a good experience with it. So I was like, look, I understand the miscommunication. I'm not going to charge you. What we're going to do is I'm going to talk to a buddy of mine. I'm going to make some recommendations, and we'll arrange you getting another guy out here so the two of us can take care of it. How's Monday sound? He was like, oh, great. So talked to my buddy Duncan, and he's going to, me and him are going to do it together on Monday. So I mean, it worked out nice, but, like, I don't know. It's just I don't like my time being wasted. I didn't feel like it was wasted necessarily, but you know what I mean.
Sometimes it's a little bit longer journey to get to the reward or the end game. I feel you, man. You know, but yeah, it sounds like a bigger project, and it's good to build a chemistry working with people. So
yeah,
that's good. Everybody appreciates it, and he'll look after you getting work too.
My bow's out of arrows. Great. Kill me. Kill me. Thank you. But, fuck, dude. Let's see. I had some other weird shit happen lately. I'm trying to remember.
More rabbit?
Oh, fuck. I don't know if I talked about this on stream. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't know if it's gonna. Give me 1 second. Oh wait, that's not gonna work. Alt-tab. I just gotta make a change real quick. All right, so, oh fuck, that's not gonna. Yeah, whatever. What was I saying? Fuck, where was I? Oh yeah, so I'll never give my phone number out ever again to a client. Like, I don't know why, like, I'm gonna be reevaluating it. I'll probably make a business card or something. So here's the thing. TaskRabbit doesn't have a very, like, it's not very user friendly, I guess. Like, there's a URL, a shortened URL for my profile. So where if people want to hire me, they just go to that URL and I'm right there. They can see everything I do, which is cool. But it's not like anything short and easy, right? It's like if I were to print that on a business card, people have to type that in. That's not very, that's not very user friendly or whatever. And it only works on the website. It doesn't work in the app very well. So when I've had customers like, oh, want to hire me again, and I usually say, well, just go through the app. You can see my profile right there. But this guy that I got hired with, I go to his house to do work for him, and it's literally going to be really quick, right? And we had a problem trying to find his attic entrance. It took us 15 minutes in his house to find the attic entrance, and that's because he says he's in the process of moving, but he kind of looks like a hoarder. And it's like, whatever, to each their own. I'm not going to judge. But, it just took a while, like, moving through the house trying to find where the entrance for his attic was, so I can go in, turn off his furnace. That way I can mess with it, change out his thermostat. Super easy job, done it like a million fucking times, right? Go up in there, finally. I, turn off the furnace, which the furnace itself, I couldn't just unplug it like I normally would. Normally I would go in and unplug it. This one I had to take the panel off on, which you can do that too. You just turn off the switch and, the electricity's not flowing anymore. You didn't complete the circuit. So, but the quick side note of that, the way that the furnace was wired in, it was like hardwired into the house. There was no outlet for it. Where an outlet would be, the furnace was hardwired in that spot, which is very peculiar. You usually want an outlet because that's another safety precaution for your devices. Anyway, so I take care of business with that, and he's like sitting there wanting to chatting the whole time, and I'm trying to be polite, and I have another job way on the other end of town I got to get to. And oh, one of the things he got really pissed off at me for, well, he wasn't pissed off, like he was like, I guess, passive aggressive. Oh shit. Batteries. So when he hooked up his excuse me, when he hooked up his fucking when I was hooking up his thermostat, it wasn't one of the ones that was powered by the T-line. It was powered by batteries. So I was like, oh, hey, you have AAA batteries, you know? Like, sometimes they come with it, like, prepackaged, but sometimes they don't. And so he's like, oh, yeah, sure. And, you know, he picked up batteries, handed them to me, I put them in, put his thermostat together, everything was good to go. So the problem that I had is before I left, he's chatting up. He's like, "Hey, I've got some people that I know in the neighborhood. They, you know, they might want to use your work. Do you have any contact information? Oh, they can use the app." It's like, "Oh, the app. They're older people. The app is too hard. Maybe you could, you know, give me your number and your email, and you can talk to them that way, so you can walk them through it." And I'm like, "Yeah, fine. You know, it's a lead generation." I'm like, "Fine, I'll do it. Lead generation, I'll do it." I get to my other job, and I just pulled into the neighborhood. I found the house. I'm making a U-turn real quick so I can park on the other side of the street. He calls me. And the thing is, the guy, he's a life coach. Like, that's his job, right? He's like a problem solver consultant type dude, right? And so he thinks he's helping by calling me. And the reason why he called me was, "I'm going to give you some advice, son." And I'm like, here we go. And he was complaining because I didn't have batteries with me. It's like, you know, and here's the thing that really pissed me off. He didn't have to do this. I don't mind receiving tips, but if you don't tip me, don't give a fuck. I charge my rates the way that I do to where I don't have to rely on tipping. So tip or no tip, tips are always nice, don't get me wrong, but the reason why I'm bitching about the tip issue is because he tipped me $10, which was very nice of him, you know, given the fact that I was there for maybe about 40 minutes because it was such a quick job. Would have been out there in maybe 20 minutes if, you know, he didn't want to chit-chat. Fuck, dude, I can't find any weapons out here. So he calls me to complain because he's like, "Oh, you need to take the tip that I gave you, and you need to invest it in batteries. Because what would you have done if I didn't have the batteries?" And I'm like, "Well, I would have instructed you, like, well, once you get batteries, you put them in here, and then you just set this on the wall. It's extremely simple." It's like, "Well, I shouldn't have to do that. You know, you're here to install it." And I'm like, you know, for things like that, the customer is supposed to supply, you know, it's essentially a part of the thing that they get, you know. And the thing is so hard with older people, like, you really can't talk to them. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm gonna die because of a fucking bot. Great. Just kill me. Just kill me. Let's just do this. Kill me. Why? Wait. Can they not kill me? Oh, okay, there we go. Anyway, so I'm trying to express to him, like, look, if it's like, if I'm wall mounting something, I'm gonna supply the anchors, right? If you know, if there's certain tasks that I'm doing, I'm gonna supply the hardware, the tools, right? Something like batteries, no, that's, you know, you have the thermostat, you know, you open the thermostat. You should have seen when you opened it, like, it doesn't have battery, like these, I don't know. Anyway, I'm bitching about fucking batteries. This fucking guy. So he was complaining about the batteries, and then he held the tip over my head. "Well, I tipped you, so you should use that as an investment in your business." And I'm like, oh, great, dude. Really? Like, you don't really need to do that. We don't need to go there. But man, it irked me so much. It's like that's it. Because he's not the only one. I've literally had clients that, like, I've had this one girl, you know, I was trying to, you know, she had other work for me, and I'm like, cool, I'll do this other work for you. And she's like, "Oh, I want to be able to coordinate with you better. Can I have your number? Because, you know, the app is kind of jank." you know, and she did have a lot of work for me. So I'm like, yeah, sure, fine, no problem. So, but she would hit me up like at weird times. Like she would call me, I'm like, oh, hey, what's going on? What do you need? And then she would go into some long-winded fucking story about something. I'm like, oh, so was there some work you need done? She's like, oh, well, there's some work I'm thinking of getting done, but I just can't afford it right now, so no. And she was an older lady, too. And I was like, oh, well, okay, well, I do have to kind of go, but if you ever need anything, just you know, for work, let me know. And I'll be sure to slot you in. And, oh, my God, dude. It's like, I'll never give my number to a client ever again.
Well, it's all in what you, I mean, you just gotta learn how to deal with it. No matter what you do, I mean, in my situation too, I have people that I just don't want to deal with when they're renting. You know, it's like doing a rental, you just don't know who you're going to come across and how particular they're going to be or what they're going to be giving you shit about or how they're, you know, their tone or whatever. And so you just learn to deal with it, you know, you just learn how to interact with people without being controversial. You know, take the shit. It's part of the job.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. That's like, it's just the nature of the game. But it's like, I mean, he ended up giving me a good review, which honestly, if a client asks me, do you want a $20 tip or do you want a glowing written review? I would rather have someone take 5 minutes out of their day to write out like half a paragraph about their experience with me. That is far more valuable than a tip. Because I literally have had clients that will hire me just because of my reviews. So, like, oh, well, you have a 100% rating. I've never once, even on the bad jobs that I've had, I've never left a sour taste in the customer's mouth. I will go out of my way to ensure that I keep that 100% rating. Because that rating alone is the reason why I get so much fucking work. You know, the fact that I have 100%, the fact that I have people that write long reviews, that is far more valuable to me than $20 in my gas tank. Because that $20 tip is going to evaporate quick, right? But that good review can turn into multiple jobs.
Yeah, then you can come on here and vent to us about all the
fucking batteries.
All the bullshit and let it go so you can deal with it again tomorrow.
Like today wasn't bad. You know, it was unfortunate. I would have rather have done the work today, but you know, it's whatever. I just felt bad for the guy because you know, he's an older dude. He's a former Marine, so.
Sounds like he'll get him set up in no time.
How the fuck do I upgrade weapons? Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. No. No. Oh, wait, there we go. Alright, left trigger. Gotcha. Safe area. Fuck. Anyway, so what have you been up to? What's new in your world?
Yeah, my pops is coming into town here next week. So looking forward to that. First time he's visited in quite a while.
Oh, that's good.
Getting a lot of, you know, it's that time of year where trim everything up. I'm working on, you said Murphy, for a balcony.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they hang it over and fold it up, fold down table. Yeah, I've been working on the wood for that. And, yeah, just hanging out in Flat Earth Discord and taking it all in.
Wait, you said you've been working on the wood. Do you like actually like do woodworking?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude. That's like, I can sit on YouTube for hours and watch those guys like, on the lathe and whatever the fuck those machines are called. Like, that shit is just so fascinating because like it takes such precision and such a steady hand and patience. You know, it's like, oh my god, I love that shit. That's truly that's truly like a difficult task, craft to master.
No doubt, and you learn every time you do something. But it's one of those things that you think it's harder than it is. But if you have the right tools, then it makes the job so easy. You know, just like anything you do, you have the right tools, just a little bit of practice, and trial and error. But yeah, you know, I was a Boy Scout and woodworking merit badge. I remember getting it back then, whittling and just working the wood, and yeah, it's been something I've enjoyed pretty much my whole life. Since the soapbox derby car.
Do you have yeah, I made one too with my dad. Did you do yours on your own, or did you have your dad help you?
Oh no, my dad wasn't part of the picture, so it was
yeah, I mean, yeah, so I remember I got 3rd place in the Pinewood Derby. I felt like that was amazing. I wasn't one of those kids that was like, oh, I didn't get 1st place, fuck me. I was like, the fact that I placed it all, I was like, damn, that's surprising.
Yeah, I don't remember what I placed. I had fun doing it.
Oh god, yeah, it's definitely being a Boy Scout. That was fun as fuck. Kind of, sort of fun. Some of the people, the kids, you know, I was prone to being made fun of when I was younger, so that kind of came with the territory. So getting along with the other Cub Scouts was difficult, but you know, fuck it, I still enjoyed what we did.
Exactly.
They had a nickname for me. They used to call me Sushi Boy. It's like the shit that kids come up with. I have no idea why, though.
So yeah, I think a trip to the redwood forest, you know, seeing those giant sequoias was, you know, and then I'd go back to Pennsylvania every year, and you know, being in the forest, you know, being around the wood, and, you know, burning big fires and, you know, using lumber. I think those were, you know, big things on me too, as far as wanting to work with wood.
Yeah, that's what me and Ashley, or me and Fake Wife, always talked about, was moving. Like after Vegas, obviously we're not going to be here for our whole lives, but the next place that we'd want to go to is Colorado. Just because we want to be somewhere where there's all 4 seasons, you know.
Yeah, you definitely get them there.
I don't know how like the social political climate is there necessarily. I'm pretty sure it's more progressive, right?
Who cares, man? You're just doing your thing. You'll get by just fine out. Many people need help for shit like this too. It's a growing community. I mean, young families out there.
Well, what I heard from the dude I bought the truck from, he was an, oh my god, that thing is huge. I'm not fucking with that. I'm not on that level yet. Yeah, the guy I bought the truck from, he's from Colorado. God, what is with these things? They're everywhere. I'm not well enough equipped for this task. Oh, there's another person here. Yeah, so he came from Colorado, and he was talking about the reason why he ended up moving was just because the cost of living went up. And apparently ever since they legalized marijuana, it's just been nuts run.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because I guess like a lot of tech startups and shit moved out there once it was legalized.
Oh, they were out there before. It was sort of new Silicon Valley.
Down here. Get down here. This dude. Where is he?
Time for video games. Oh my goodness. You get a new computer? What's the deal here?
Oh, me? Oh, I've had this for like a couple months now. I just don't play games. Yeah, I prefer just doing the IRL bullshit, but yeah, I just... Huh?
No one's showing up?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not one of those super entertaining fucking let's play video games and stream kind of guys, you know? So I usually when I play games, it's like usually so I'm chilling because I like to immerse myself in the story. Excuse me. Fuck. I like to enjoy the story, right? So this is something I don't mind streaming because it's a fucking multiplayer game. It's really mindless. I can turn the audio off and just whatever. But there are some there are some fucking games I would love to stream, but they're just too boring. So, like, there's this one called Vaporeon. It's kind of like an old school grid-style fucking RPG, right? But it's got, like, first-person shooter mechanics in it. So, it's like you're on a grid, like D&D status, right? So you're moving back east, north, south, east, west kind of stuff. And it's got, like, this Bioshock fucking underwater society thing going on. And it's just the environments are really cool. Like, the mechanics of the game are really cool. Like, every time you take an action, then the enemy also takes an action. So the enemies don't move unless you move, kind of thing. So it's a very strategic. Like, the game is awesome. The story of the game is awesome. It's well voiced. The script is great. I love that game. It's fucking amazing. I would love to stream it so I could show it off to other people. But I just don't think that's not an entertaining thing, because it's relatively quiet, and you know, I could see where something like that could get boring. It's the same like with Legend of Grimrock. It's very much like in the same vein of that game. But you know, it's like these are just things that, you know, I enjoy for myself. One of these days, I don't know when, I have some scripts actually written for YouTube videos with in-depth critiques on these games, but I don't have the time to fucking finish the script, fucking read it over, make corrections, fucking do the voiceover, capture the footage, and all that shit. It's like that, making those long-form critiques. That is a monumental task. And there's a lot of guys like let's see. Noah Caldwell-Trevez, I follow him, and once a month he has like these hour-long videos where he goes super in-depth in the nuances of a game. Joseph Anderson's another one, writing on games. Like, there's all these guys that do in-depth critiques, and I love watching them, and I would love to make them. I just don't have the fucking time. Like, these guys do one video a month. That's all that they can, like, that's the quickest that they can push them out, because it does take so long. Because it's like, when you're doing a review, you've played the game, you know, you've played the game from beginning to end. When you're doing a critique, you have to thoroughly play the game. So not just play the game, like, not like 100% completion or nothing, but like you have to finish the story, you gotta play the multiplayer, you really gotta pay attention to it, you gotta usually play it like several times on multiple difficulty settings to get a real feel for it before you can actually make a valid argument for or against the game and its different mechanics. So it's a crazy fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, there's all sorts of shit in games. Little hidden things. You know, you never remember, like Mario Brothers, all the different secrets that you would find within the game and shit like that. And program pretty tricky with, you know, some of the things they do. Did you notice this? Did you notice that? And
dude, speaking of Mario Brothers, I have a funny story. So I watch a lot of speedruns, right? And I've watched a lot of speedruns of the original Mario, so I kind of understand the strats. So it was like a week or two ago, I was like, I'm going to speedrun Mario, right? The original, OG, right? Super Mario Brothers. So I play it from beginning to end, and I speedran it. It took me 18 minutes, which the world record's like, I think, 4 minutes and 50 seconds, some shit like that. It's really, really fast. So 18 minutes is super fucking long. So what was I gonna say? But not only did I speedrun the game, but it was also the first time I ever actually completed the game. You know, when I was a kid, I played it, but I never got as far as to actually complete the damn thing.
Nice.
So that felt really good. Like the later ones, like Super Mario World and Super Mario 64, like I played and beat all those when I was older, but because it felt like you know, being a gamer from when I was a kid, it just felt like one of those things where, you know, you gotta play Mario to completion. It's kind of like, oh, you gotta play Tetris, you know. This is one of those games.
Hey, did you ever watch the Santa Claus and Magic Mushroom?
No, what is that?
Oh, we didn't talk about that?
No, what happened? I think you might have mentioned it, but I don't think we actually like went into it.
I thought I dropped the video in your Discord.
You probably did, but I probably didn't see it. Usually when I get off, I close off the computer and everything, so. Great.
Yeah, I've just been looking into other things.
Fuck,
The big
dude.
ones I've
Can
been.
you just... No, you're good. Keep going. I'm just talking shit to these fucking zombies.
Can you hear me okay? I don't
Oh, I can
know.
hear you.
Okay, cool. It's too funny. Um, like uh, gold growing, like actual
Oh
growing
my...
gold,
Growing
and
gold. No fucking... That's like some fucking alchemy shit.
yeah, yeah, totally. And I mean, what would you think if it was possible? You know, in the sense that how would that change the dynamic of markets, or you know, they tell us these resources are finite. Like, I don't think that I'm pretty sure that crude oil does not turn into gasoline. They're two different things.
Alright,
Um,
hold on. You got me stuck right now on fucking growing gold. Okay, is this like a real, like, there's a video out there of growing gold?
no, no, there's no videos out there yet, and that's the best kind. Is that it's not a conspiracy that you can so-called go out there and do. However, I do have some theories on how they would do it and where they're doing it and what they're doing.
That is like, that's some fucking, if that were a thing though, if someone could demonstrate that they could do some shit like that, all I
Well, they
need for
can.
proof, all I would need for proof is just get a what's it I don't want to fuck up the name. It's like a electron spectrometer or some shit, where it basically sends in X-rays that bounce off the damn item, and it tells you what exactly the fucking what's in it. You know, like what it's made of, like what's the element composition of it. If that were to happen, that's all the proof I would need. You show me that, bam, I'm on fucking board. Let's do this.
So yeah, I mean, element compositions are kind of theoretical in my mind. I don't think it works that way at all. But I think that if you look at gold, most people are familiar with chunky gold, like gold nuggets and gold in the dirt, and you got to filter it out. They're not necessarily familiar with crystalline gold. If you look and search gold crystalline formations or gold crystalline and gold matrix formations. So those two,
Matrix formations. What's that?
gold. Just Google search gold matrix. A matrix is a term used in like crystals and your different minerals that form crystallization. They call that a matrix, and gold does this too. It grows like matrix formations, which is interesting, because like I said, we're not familiar with seeing gold like this, but flowering gold is another example. Gold flower. You get a lot of like gold leaf when you talk about gold flower, but it's another delicate form of gold that's sort of in a crystalline formation. They're just called flowerings. But yeah, it's really interesting to think that all the processes would occur here on Earth. They say gold comes from the stars, and I'm sure gold doesn't come from the stars. But it is interesting how we mine it and how we find it in these veins, quartz veins. They'll just mine out like that.
Quartz veins.
Yeah, quartz veins. So, and then there's source gold. Like when you hear miners talk about placer gold, there's different types of gold, and what they're all looking for is the source. Like, where is it coming from? As if there was some particular geological formation that's propagating more and more gold. So the idea would be that I think they would be doing it somewhere in like where they're saying they're doing nuclear energy, because I think it would take a lot of energy. And one of the clues was in the Illuminati card game. I thought that was kind of interesting that they had a Midas mill, like a machine that actually made gold, and one of the things on it was that it said it was in the sea. So seawater, I think the nature of it helps the process somehow. And most of these plants are on the coast, and they use this metal, uranium, whatever. And I think that might be associated with where we find some of this gold. Like in Australia, they have really large, thick chunks of gold deposits, and that's where we find majority of the uranium.
Alright, this dude was like right next to me, and like I jumped into this place, and like he jumped in.
Gold farms.
Alright, just kill me. Great, yeah, I'm dead. Fuck. Mimba, what's up?
They say they can make diamonds in labs now. They make diamonds now, so why not gold?
Well, alright, hold on. Diamond is it's completely different than gold. So the chemical composition of a diamond is essentially carbon, right? Whereas gold, the chemical composition of gold is gold. So it'd be one thing if like they can synthesize a baser element from another element, right? Now, looking at it big picture scientifically, is it possible for us to create gold? I think, hell yeah, it's possible for us to create gold. It's fusing particles together and shit, but on a large quantity, it would be one of the most expensive things in the history of humanity's scientific pursuits, because to make a noticeable amount of gold required a tremendous amount of energy.
Yeah, at least they would like you to think so. I mean, who knows, right? They figured it out. Would they tell us? Yeah, right. Sure, okay. All I know is something is a limited resource like oil. It's not limited at all. It's a naturally occurring process within the earth that just keeps pumping this stuff out. Diamonds used to be rare. Now we find out they're not rare at all. I mean, it's just one of those things that